All right, why are we not in full screen? There we go. All right, greetings everyone, I'm Door24. Welcome back to Cactus New Horizons and the Cactus Water Only Challenge, where, as you can see, I've been a little busy off stream with a few things. Made a few more machines, got this lovely little creosote thing set up here. And we are going to be using that creosote for power to make a few more machines. Because I want to work on... See, here's part of my problem. This right here, if we make it, will output 32 volts. It will work really well with our creosote, which one bucket of this gives us 48,000 EU, which I believe is one of the higher amounts compared... Well, oil would run better, it turns out. Oil and heavy oil. So if you're car or charcoal... So, the hell? Sorry. Don't know what in the world that was. So sulfuric heavy fuel, very heavy oil, naphthenic acid, glycerol, heavy fuel, to make you your HV. Okay, you're not worth looking at then. The distillation tower is EV, also not worth looking at. Distillery. Okay. Let's look at basic oil, right? This stuff. So if we put that into a basic distillery, we would get sulfuric light fuel. If I put that into a chemical reactor with hydrogen, we would get hydrogen sulfide, or if we put it with sulfuric light fuel in the hydrogen cells, we would get light fuel. That seems like more of a pain in my butt than it needs to be. That means I would need to figure out how to get hydrogen. Chlorine and water. You know what? I don't think we need to worry about that right now. I think that's going to distract me from calcium dust in an empty cell in a mixer. Well, you don't say. We'll add a mixer to the list of machines I'm wanting to get today. Our very first thing I need, though, is this thing. We have everything except for the LV machine and the Tumbaga. And you were, if I remember correctly, Tumbaga mixed with gold, and you were 2 gold with 1 copper. So 2 gold, 1 copper to make 1. Oh god. Opening up a notepad. 2 gold, 1 copper dust to make 1. Which means we need 3 of these. So 3 copper, 6 gold, 7 gold, because we need 1 gold here as well. And that will give us 10 total Tumbaga dust. Okay. Let's come over here. There's gold, there's copper. Come down here to this macerator, pull out whatever the hell this is. Banded iron, fine. Crush that. Kumbaga. We're definitely going to need far more gold. Alright, well, we'll put that on hold for a moment then. Let's make sure everything here is set to 1. Okay, everything else is good. In that case, let's get started on our basic compressor. I need a little bit more tin cable that is wrapped. Which means we're going to need to throw some of this over into you. Okay. I just need one of you. So we're going to need to make up a... Let's just grab some of this. As you can see, I've been making a little bit of steel. I've actually run out of iron. I had to start making more iron. Dort has been a little busy. No. I don't think you're going to do what I want you to do. Yeah, no, you've turned into a regular iron ingot. Frick. Don't know what I might need those for later, but we'll save it for now. Okay, so if we look at our processing chain, if I mass rate you, we have a chance of getting a copper dust. Supposedly. I don't think I've ever... I don't think we can get that actually from here. Because it's the basic level. But we mass rate it, we get 2. Yeah, there's no reason to do anything other than just immediately cook these. Yeah, keep working. Banded iron, go away. Crushed copper. I just realized, no, I need to turn you into powder, don't I? Thank God that didn't do anything. Okay, you start running those. You start running those. Just realized I also need more gold than copper, so we'll let that run for now. Basic alloy smelter. Okay, I need more copper wire. Wire melee. That is bronze. First of all, adorn. Copier is right here. There's more banded iron. Also the pyrite. Iron ore. Vanadium. Granitic. I'm going to save most of those that are not just primarily iron. By the way, in case you're wondering what this is, I'll explain that in just a moment. If you know anything about Great Tech New Horizons, you most likely know exactly what that is. And don't need an explanation. But I'm going to operate under the assumption that at least some people might be curious about what I'm doing there. So I'm going to go ahead and explain that now, actually. So I've got 3 hatches here. One is set to output items, and it's outputting coal straight into this. Or charcoal. One is set to input items, and it's inputting directly our oak wood. Down here, we're outputting fluid, so all of these are now outputting creosote straight into this tank, which is why we have 722,000 millibuckets, or 722 buckets of creosote. Looks like everything is running properly. And I'm most likely going to use that creosote to operate any EBFs we might get up to in the future. When we get there, of course. Get rid of those for now. You know, where's my wrench? There's my wrench. I have gotten in trouble because of this thing repeatedly, so let's just remove it as an option, right? Let's make sure it is not on the bottom level where I am looking. Let's also make sure you are hooked up to power. Excuse you. There we are. Magnet is off. That's our Tumbaga. We can smelt you directly, or not at all otherwise. Okay. In that case, what we'll do is boop, boop, Tumbaga. It's just fun to say. Okay. Where are we at on our quest anyway? Because I know right now I'm working on some things. So let's make sure I've grabbed... No, screw you, we're not going through that. Have I not gotten 32 diamond yet? No, we're up to only 21. Okay. Well then, maybe we go get that real quick. And maybe I also remember that I still need more ladder. So I don't have to dig my way back out of the spot. Sir. You mother... So I should mention that the entire base, by the way, at this point is covered. So if it seems a little dark in here, that would be why. Because it turns out that electricity doesn't like being, or electric things don't like being wet. I could not figure out what was causing things to catch on fire. And then I did realize what was catching everything on fire and decided we're not doing that anymore. Ah, go ahead and bring that with me. Let's bring this and then all of these. Where's my other one? There it is. Then bring that with me because you never know. Let's quickly knock this diamond thing out. Where were my diamonds? Down there to the southeast, west, to the southwest, you dumbass. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know my directions today. Okay. All right then. Somebody over here. I was about to say there's somebody over here throwing potions at me, and then I realized it was invisible and I was drowning. Mostly I realized it was invisible because of the particles it gave off, but, you know. Alright. If I remember correctly, this is one I had to get out of the hard way. Da, da. Excuse you, how are you even over here? Oh, you came from up there. Hi. Plenty of lava in this place. That is poison. I've been down here before, evidently. No, that's where I just came from. I'm an idiot. I wasn't going to try to kill him, but he decided to be in front of me, and I didn't know if he was coming for me or not. Turns out the answer was not, but by that point it was too late. The murder had begun. Never half-ass a murder. Okay. Alright, from what I'm seeing... we need to go one more down for this. Okay. Nope, nope, you son of a... I started filling all this in to get rid of the poison and evidently didn't finish the job. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn you on just to save me a little bit of time. Even more poison, just what I wanted to see. Alright, that should be enough, I would hope. Oh, wrong place. We'll do one more pass. One good thing about mining this far down is it does seem like there's less dirt that spawns to get in the way. Also, as you can tell, I went back to my old pattern of... Okay, might be easier to show this to explain it. It used to be I was placing mine every 7 away instead of every 6. But if I place it every 6, A, we can more easily grid things off and break things without it turning into a very odd pattern. B, it guarantees we have next to no weaknesses if we do have one torch break free for some reason. All right. And I will, of course, grab iron plates. Extra modifier. Okay. Let's not worry about that. Let's get out of here. We may still very well have to. No? We had just enough to pull that off. Okay. And Dorn is happy with that. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We're also going to turn off that. Don't start shit with me and there won't be no shit, you little green bastard. We're probably going to tear this whole thing down soon, by the way. Not that. I'm keeping that, although I'm going to be redoing the outside once we get things like, you know, Creative Flight. Which will be at least into MV. Okay, so what all did we pick up with you? Okay. I always put things back in here after we've used them. Dust. Graphite, rock hole, lemonite, bended iron, graphite again. And of course our diamond ore. Now I do want to take these and come over here and say this. Because we got a full stack, right? Or we turned it into full stack to get these. Ooh, okay, I forgot I had vein miner still. You know what? Let's use it. We're not using vein miner for a whole lot. I'm mostly using it so I can do things like remove floors real easy. But this one time, I can use it for an experiment. Okay, not what I expected to have happen, but we got plenty of diamond now. The hell am I going to use that much diamond for? Is a weird thing to say out loud while playing Minecraft, I admit, but how much use do diamonds really have? We can make gears with them. A lens. We can make diamond plates. It requires a cutting machine in LV. $128,000. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind for later. How close am I to needing a new hammer? Not! Alright, so I guess we won't do that for a while. Oh. Where's a spare hopper? It's not really spare, but there you go. Just gets a little bit more cast iron because you never know when you can need more. Then remember what you're doing, Doran, before you get horribly distracted. Making a basic compressor. So I need one of these. Ignored that. That was Doran trying to find a faster way of making his buckets of water, and truthfully, it failed. What are you? Alright, whatever. It worked eventually. I don't think we get dank nulls, no. We don't get pocket storage either. May not get any of the mods I'm expecting to have for that. Is that my... Huh? Okay, we're doing 10 damage a smack here. So maybe he did die that quick. And dropped nothing. Here's our basic compressor. Because I want to get rid of all this here eventually. So that's what I'm working on now. So the next thing will be our basic extractor. Well, no, not that. We're working on you now. And then all we need is you again. Okay, we don't need those at all. Where did my cast iron go? Why are you up there? All right, just get prepared to make me a whole bunch of machine casings, please. We may eventually have multiples of each of these, but right now we're not quite there yet. Throw you up there. Okay. Oh, I know what you're needing. You're needing these, aren't you? There's our basic alloy smelter now done. The basic extractor is next. You know, for crying out loud, I now need to make some of you. Which means I need not you, but you. I'm sorry. Okay, there's my resin. We're putting these up here because I do want to make sure we have the ingredients here to make any of these. So now we need copper wire, which is copper rods in a wire mill. Not good enough. Okay, on setting 3, we can wire mill copper ingots into those specifically. Okay. Wire mill 3. Use screwdriver or programming tool. I don't get it. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm going to take all of these. Slap you up there. Red alloy cable. Vacuum tube. Okay. Cannot wait for proper ME system. Ah, it'll make me so happy when it finally comes. Alright, we got all that now. Take Extractor is done. Oh, here we go. We never claimed this. That's why we couldn't... Okay. I'm a little mad at the moment. So we've been looking for a shulker, right? The hell you mean, no? The hell you mean, no? Not for soup. Oh, I have to do this for... Then... Ooh, that just pissed me off a little bit. Okay, ignoring all that. Ignoring that. Anything else I need to claim here? Give me that. We're not even in the right quest area. Here we go. You know what? Let me go ahead and pop that in water. Let's also put this away and pop these open real quick. Really? No, I'm going to start putting all my extra tools up there. I mean, thanks for the glass, I guess, but... Okay, I'm betting I need more milk. All right. Also, we've now got everything that comes from a garden planted. So we never need to fear on food again, really. Which, thank the Lord. Alright, what do I do with this? Nothing, evidently. Oh, I needed a smoothie as well. Which means I need to find snow. Which means I need my shovel. Oh, that's right. Turn that back off. Or what smoothie do we want with this? Let's go with apple. Let's not go with apple, evidently. The hammer's right there. Why are you telling me no? Oh, I need my soft mallet. Okay. Well, the good news is that should be... The hell? Wait, where are you? Okay, I don't recognize that one, but I now know where to put all my prepared foods. I literally had smoothies right there, so why did that not? Well, it has to be a deluxe burger. Oh, we screwed up to begin with. Okay, so once it was a cheeseburger, I needed lettuce and tomato on it. Fudge. Well, that's fine. Leave it be, Doran. Leave it be. Alright, you are going to be important for my future plans. And for you, I need an electric piston. One, two, three, four, five. So 4 and 4. Store those dust up there. Okay, that's been saved now. Everything should be good to go. Want a wrench back though. Okay. You we're going to use for this. Because we're going to use steam to run this line over here, we're going to get rid of all of these machines. Over here, we'll use the other generator to run our EBF when we get there. We are nowhere near there, I don't believe. Well, we're getting somewhere. I'll take those fluid cells, thank you. I know you have other things you want me doing, game, but I don't care. I'm working on replacing this shit first. Oh. Alright then, that was easy enough. Then portable tank's too small. Not going to worry about those either. Do I still have a spare? I do. we go. Because you're going to need to be fed that. Or fed into that. Okay. Let me quickly... I need one more wooden pipe. Okay, now everything should be correct. Shit. Darn, how dumb did you make yourself feel today? Well, you see, I had a good idea, then I forgot that I needed solar power to boil water. Okay, that does work. Thank the Lord. Man, y'all's about to hear some language. Okay. Now, I don't need a large amount of steam here. I think I'm going to have the steam come off here and then run that way. Of course, now I need to find some of you, which means I'll need more tin. Please and thank you. Not Ingor, Ingut. Thank you. Or whatever. Didn't bring it because you were over here. What hit me? I have no idea. All right. You know what? Screw you, I made my own way over. All right, I need to lift this up and move it up by just one. Then I need one of these. Hold on to that for now. So that you will do that. It should mean that you are now getting Cactus into you. Yes. I'll just need the fluid to go up into that. Fluid. Right there. Now you just need power. And I don't want to run power from you. What we'll do is connect you. One stack every 4 seconds. Really looks like one every 4 seconds, but okay. Okay, what is doing... Alright, now I just need another turbine. All right, still have some templates here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be everything I would need. Yes. Okay, we got these back. And I needed you for this thing. 4 and 4. Eventually we may have a second lathe up and running as well. This is rather slow. Okay, that's a problem. But it's a problem that should solve itself. Everything else here should be turned off. Have you calcified? Is that the problem? I don't know. If I remember correctly, the only way to fix this currently is to break and replace you with a wrench. That would help. Also, if it wasn't... Dear God, that is dark. Okay. So we've run into a couple of issues of stupidity, but that tends to happen with Great Tech New Horizons. At least for me. Alright. Water is pouring out into you boys and girls. We are acquiring heat. Should not be producing steam. Yes. Why are you not connected back here now? Reason number 1368 that I hate. There we go. You're all three now emptying, though. That's what I wanted to see. You should be filling. You're now full. Okay. So what we're having happen is, no, you're all full now. And now you're back at... Alright, never mind. The time it took me to start trying to figure things out and explain things, you fixed yourself. Alright. Now I got a way over there. Okay. I made one too many of these, didn't I? I think I've done this in the past. At least twice. And that's fine. Okay. Throw these up there, let them just turn into you. Why is there smoothie in my... From earlier. Okay, I know where that came from. I know where it came from. It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong. Why do you ask? Okay, I need 7 more 10. Ooh, which is a problem. We may need more 10. Really? Considerate sand. And 10. Okay, I may have to go... Alright, there's more down there as well. Okay, I have places I can go and mine up a whole bunch of it off stream at least. We could recover a little bit here. From our lathe use. Just do that. Didn't I just make a bunch of copper wire? I probably used it all almost immediately, didn't I? Okay, so I don't need the extractor here. Don't need the alloy smelter. Don't need the compressor or either of those. We got this all over here. And eventually we're going to scoot this all down here anyway. Don't need you for anything anymore either. Okay. So really it's just the furnace that needs replaced. And also, truthfully, we have better ways of cooking things. No, I needed you on one. Also, that was bronze again. We'll need bronze eventually, it looks like, so not a total waste, but Lord, that was irritating. So we're running low on copper as well. So neener neener to me, evidently. Alright, we got 4.5 stacks of steel left. We have plenty of bronze. But we're going to need to go off and find a lot more copper and tin and probably iron off stream. Okay. I just realized we did not make nearly enough. Alright, while you're doing that, then we need to look into... What am I missing up here? Copper wire we're working on, and then glass tubes. That's glass dust in the ball mold. Ball mode. Or ball mold. Laziness says buy it. Okay. Still not done there. We've done you. Basic macerator already have the cutting machine. Mixer, semi-fluid generator, and steam turbine. Okay. We're working on you. Regret this already, but make me a half stack of those. Yep. Blast furnace. It's really the only way I have to cook you other than just using the brick blast furnace. Alright, well, in that case, we'll just store up. Actually, we may already have a bunch of steel dust over here. A little bit there and a little bit there, yeah. Okay. That's fine. We have you now. No, we're working on the steam turbine, Dorn. Steam turbine. So put that right there. I just need 1, 2, 3 steam bits. No. If we run it from there, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 steam pipes. And we do have enough for this. Actually, if we do it like this, I'm going to block myself from being able to get back here. If I do that, though, okay. With the wire cutters. What's the screwdriver I need, isn't it? There we go. And now the only problem is that you are doing this very slowly. 2 would be enough. It is currently nighttime. Oh, that's right, you're still running. And you can't do anything with that, right? Right. Just had to double check. Okay. Not what I meant to have happen just then, but we'll work with that. All right, now we just need to go and get a bunch more cactus to throw in that. That should top off the water here very nicely now that it's running properly. Because you should be getting cactus faster than you're processing now. Almost. Alright, so long as we stay on top of the cactus, we can stay on top of the water. And truthfully, once that fills with, or gets full the first time, we'll have a lot less issue with keeping the cactus topped up. Of course, the fact that I've expanded our cactus kind of a lot also helps. We should have... Let's go check. We're currently sitting at 300 cactus auto-producing. And we could continue to make this going up, and we may eventually expand it. But for now, I think 300 is producing fast enough to keep us where we need to be. If I need extra, we have the downstairs cactus farm. It's just a little bit tedious and manual to go after. Go ahead and keep running. I need a project chest over there. Because those need to be destroyed. Or not destroyed, but macerated and recycled. Okay. We've got those done. I need 2 of you and 1 of you. Okay. Red alloy. The lathe is basically giving us 1 or 2 rods per ingot. We just have to reprocess the dust at the moment. Alright, most of this stuff is simple enough to craft, right? But some of these things are going to be new. I need rubber sheets for this, plus those. Oh, that was a quest. Just claim it. If you want to cut diamond blocks into plates, it's time to get new alloy, cobalt brass. Okay. This is a byproduct of what? Copper. Didn't mean to right click that, but too late now. That won't work, would it? No, the project chest is over here, you idiot. Okay, so if I were to macerate this, that's what I'm supposed to be getting out of it. So maybe now that you're auto-outputting, you'll auto-output everything quickly up into that. And if not, we'll look at as a cover. Sulfuric light fuel. oil and sulfuric gas. Very heavy oil and heavy oil. Light oil and sulfuric heavy fuel. Sulfuric light fuel. Then if I take you into the this is just light fuel. Oh dear Lord. That's a brewery chemical bath, which I probably won't be bothering making. Stibnite and tetrahydrite we're going to need a lot of. I'm going to need to go mining because I don't have a lot of tetra. Yeah, not nearly enough. Okay. All right. Don't know why I'm being pestered, but oh my Lord, Mother. Sorry, folks. But we may as well call it here. We've gotten... It's 1 o'clock in the morning. What's my mother doing? Send me pictures of my nephew giggling. That threw me entirely off of what I was doing. Okay, we need it to be daytime. So let's sleep. Because evidently the storm has managed to screw with my ability to have solar power. I'll just need all of you to heat up. Mother, I love you, but please stop texting me. I'm trying to do a thing. Assuming that was Mother, of course. Okay, leave that on for now. Maybe if I leave it open, that will stop making dinging noises. You're both, or you're all three getting back up to temp. You're getting back up to speed. You're regaining steam somewhat. Okay. Nope, screw it. Let it keep running. I'm just not going to stress. And if at all possible, let's see what else we need here. Cobalt brass and then 4 piles of that. Cobalt brass was you. Cobalt dust, tin dust, and a bunch of brass dust. Okay. Now we have 2 cobalt brass already, but 2 cobalt brass will not be enough for this. Correct. Okay, the cobalt dust that I'm going to need then. Alright, we need to get a centrifuge up and running then. I think that's what I'm seeing. Which means we need you as our next goal. Then what I need is 4 of those. We've got so much work we're going to need to be doing off stream to get this done and set up. But essentially what I'm going to do is we're going to use this as our high output vehicle. We're going to have a tube coming out of here, coming down to here to 2 of these. Which means I should make that 2. So they can both be feeding power into the EBF. Hopefully 2 of them will be able to keep the EBF running at maximum efficiency. If I'm using 2 of the oh, we move slightly faster. Well, this will fill up eventually. Is there another way to get these? The cutting machine, which we do not have. An extruder, which we also do not have. Alright, we'll just saw these then. Sawzall. What? Alright, evidently I need to go collect a bunch more resin. No, I don't. It's over here in the thing. There's even more over here, evidently. Okay, I'm starting to think we maybe keep these two. Because you seem to give me actual bonus stuff off of things. That one doesn't appear to be doing so. This may also be a sign that we need to make the multi-blocks, truthfully. Yeah. We'll make the multi-blocks, then use this just to process your standard everyday stuff, I think. It'll be fine. Fine. More copper, more tin. You know what? Can I make a clipboard? What do I need for this? I think I can make that. You just need a small spring, which is a little bit of iron. I'm confused. Which is nothing abnormal, truthfully. There was some over here? Are you sure? Yep, it was right there and I was just blind. Alright then. We got all four that we need. So we can make the basic centrifuge. And I'm going to start putting things back here. Yeah, you are a very slow macerator. Oh boy, okay. That looks complicated. I'm not going to assume complicated until we have to build it. Actually, it looks less complicated now that I'm looking at it than output bus, steam hatch, input. Okay. Are you hollow? You are. That's the fluid input. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all these down here. And I may make another hatch to put up here to lead into our steam multi-blocks that we'll put along here. That may be the new plan. Or we move all of our machines over there, run all of that off of creosote. And we save the steam just for the steam multi-blocks. That means we'll have to figure out how to do batteries. Lead and end phone. Okay, so I need to do this quest to unlock the next quest. Stibnite. And tetrahydrite. That means nether mining. I'll do it. I'm not happy, but I'll do it. Just as soon as I clear my inventory of all the other random shite that I managed to accumulate sitting here doing nothing. That is another hammer. Can I recycle this? Not even remotely. Thought I'd try. You know, getting up a whole bunch more copper would also not be a bad idea. Let's grab out our adventuring bags because it's going to be an adventure. For sure. That'll be for all the weird stuff I may collect that doesn't fit into anywhere else. I need to repair my tools. Why am I down here? Cactus. That's why I'm down here. Oh, Lord, Door needs a nap. But no time for that right now. Right now is the time for going and doing the things. Alright guys, I'm going to get our stockpile of cactus up and running. I've got a bunch of mining to go do to gather resources, as well as I'm going to need to process all those resources. I'm going to probably on my own put together a bunch of the steam multi-blocks, and I'll show you guys what they look like when they get back. Because it looks to be just a bunch of bronze things that need to be crafted. And that will take me a minute to process all the bronze, but it's all processing steps that you guys have seen before. I'm quite certain. Okay, you're Tumbaga, but everything else is just bronze and brick. We have all the diamonds. We know how to get Tumbanga. You are just bronze plating again. You are nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Okay. So yeah, I'll go get started on all that. Oh. I'll see about getting stuff around here moved so that everything makes a little bit more sense. You are now full of water. You are filling up. It's a good day. Because this means we never have to worry about steam again. As long as it's not nighttime. You know what? I'm going to use some of this steel and make some steel armor as well. What's involved with this? Heavy duty. Okay, don't have to worry about that then. But for you, it's just steel. Okay, so 4, 7 is 11, 19, 23. And done. One short because I don't know how to count. Okay. Now, can I turn you into anything out of curiosity? No, but I can repair you. All right. Well, that'll be a later problem, actually. For now, I'm just going to collect up all of this. Then I'm going to take off and go get all my mining done. It's just I need to repair up my equipment before I go. So until next time, guys, I'm Door284, and this has been our Cactus Water Only Challenge. We have automated at this point the creation of cactus water. So once we can automate the creation of cactus, we'll be set to really take off with that. But we have some time before we can get into automated farming and whatnot. So, until then, we will be a little busy. All right. Until next time, guys, have a good one.